question. Not going to answer that. Not going to answer that. What sensitivity do you play on? I currently play on a 7. I used to play on a 5 on the old Call of Duty. Well, I played on 5 to 7. But when MW3 ended, I was on a 5. So most Call of Duty is a 1 to 10 point system for sensitivities. Black Ops 2 is a 1 to 14. So I figured 5's in the middle of 10 and 7's in the middle of 14. So I put it on 7. I figured it's the same. And that's pretty much what I play. That's what I use. How did I learn to be good at Call of Duty? I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff in this one. At first, I got Call of Duty 4, and I was terrible. I was terrible. I was the kid that would run through the middle of the street over and 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 die 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 over and over and over to kids camping. And that's really how I played the game. I didn't really learn. I didn't do anything. I was one of the kids that bought the game, played campaign, and then was just really bad. Like, I was the kid you would drop 100+ on. And then in World at War, I really don't remember the beginning part of World at War, like the first couple of weeks. All I know is I no-lifed the fuck out of the game. I played TDM for the beginning of it, and I ended up going up against this clan. There was a leader called, like, Buddha or something like that. I'm pretty sure his name was, like, Mad Buddha. And he recruited me to his clan. You know, I played against him in TDM. I absolutely spanked him. I'm really competitive at Call of Duty. I think that's really what pushed me to get better at the game. You know, competitiveness always gives you an edge. You know, if you're competitive, you want to win, you're going to get better at the game. And I always strive to, like, make myself better than the enemy, no matter what it is. So, you know, it kind of pushed me over the edge. I played them in TDM. I got recruited to them. And we went on to be a headquarters clan. We played a shitload of GB. We were the number 3 GB team, and you know, we played headquarters. Back then, every team played headquarters. There really wasn't a GB scene. Headquarters was pretty much a GB team or GB scene. There was like 6 like major teams, like really good, like the best players in COD, and I was in one of them. I honestly can't I can't even tell you what the name was. I really don't fucking remember. But I remember we used to play against Envy and HQ. I don't know if HQ is still a clan, but I know Envy is. And I remember I got a really, really clutch game. We were playing on Courtyard, you know, the little Chinese map with, like, the head glitch, like, rock things everywhere. I threw a C4 from, like, the middle of the map to the very side on the headquarters. We won by 5 points, and there was 4 of them capping it. I killed them with a C4. That was, like, probably my most clutch moment ever. And we played a lot of GBs. You know, we would play TDM and GB. As you can imagine, it was a camp match. Some games we would just tie the game, you know, like no kills the whole game. And what I used to do is if it was no kills the first game, you know, you have to replay the map. I would crawl all the way across the map with a sniper, and I'd snipe one, and then I'd sprint to the back of the map, blow myself up, spawn in with the MP40, and we'd all camp a room. We played like faggots. That's how we played, but that's also how the enemy team played. That's how everyone played TDM back then. You know, if you got the right map, one of them big ass maps I don't even know the name of. But yeah, after that we played MW2, played MW3, we played Black Ops 1. We almost went to MLG Dallas in Black Ops 1. We played a shit ton of GB. We played GB through all them games. You know, we had a really good team. I think we might pick it back up in Black Ops 2. I'm not sure. We're kind of more grown up now, and a lot of people have jobs that were on the team and stuff like that. So I don't know how that would fully work out. You know, we can't grind like we used to, but we were really good in Black Ops 1. We beat a couple pro teams. We even beat a pro team or a semi-pro in MW3. I'm pretty sure we beat more than that, but I just remember one of them. And we beat the number 3 team in MW3. We actually, on MW3, we went on a 42 win streak, which is a really, like, incredibly crazy win streak. We were top page and everything like that. So if you really want to get better, I would say don't really play pubs. I would play GB. Like, get where you're good, where you're above average in pubs, and then play GB, and just play the shit out of it. Play with people you know, and just play the shit out of it. It'll really give you a competitive edge. And once you learn to play against players that are really good, that, you know, have the advantage on you, you know, they're going to be in a head glitch, they're going to be stunning you, whatever. Once you learn to play against people like that, when you go into a public match, you're going to be taking on double the people, but you're going to have the reflexes and everything to take them on. So I would suggest that getting better. So yeah, that's kind of how I got better. I really don't know how to explain it exactly, but yeah. Alright, next question. How big do you think you will get? I'm guessing he's talking about my YouTube channel. But big. I think 10K is definitely possible. I feel like it's a reachable goal. That's kind of like my high standard right now of where I really want to go. 2K is like down here, 3K, 5K. It just kind of goes up the ladder. I think 10K is definitely possible. It's something I could reach in the semi near future, maybe like 10 months, 8 months, something like that. I don't really know. It's a lot up to you guys, obviously, and it's a lot up to me too. It's a lot of pressure I got to put on myself to keep putting out the best videos I possibly can. But there's really no limits on YouTube. As long as I keep posting daily, I could go to 1 million. I'm not saying I'm gonna ever get to 1 million, but if I post daily videos for 5 years, it's definitely possible. I really don't see myself going anywhere on YouTube. Leaving YouTube. I really love making videos. But I would say like 20-30K is definitely a hittable mark. Next question: how tall are you? I am currently 6'4". I think I'm done growing. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah. Have you ever broken something while raging? Kind of. If you can see my wrist, I don't know if you can. If you compare them, like this one goes in, like that. It's kind of like a C curve. And this one pops out. I don't know if you can see that. My camera's really, really bad. But the other day when I was live streaming, I got pissed. And I hit this, like you can't see this either, but the chair, it's got a wooden arm, and I hit it like this, like 5 times, and I'm pretty sure I like fractured or sprained my wrist. So I don't know if you really count that, but yeah. If you enjoy any sports, which ones are they? So for watching sports, I absolutely hate baseball. It's the boringest sport to watch in my opinion. I don't watch soccer, golf, hockey, any of that shit. I don't like it. The only sports I watch is football and basketball. I really love them two sports. I don't play football. I do play basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport by far. I play basketball daily during when it's warm outside. Obviously, right now there's like 1.5 feet of snow. But I do play basketball daily when it's like warm outside. I have my own court outside, and I'm thinking about possibly making like montages of me playing basketball in real life someday. I might try it out, see how you guys like it. It could be like a weekly series I do, just like some montages of me like 360 no scope. I don't know what all I could do, but I think it sounds kind of cheesy, but I think you guys will enjoy it if I do some nice editing on it and stuff like that. So yeah. I think this is the last question. Yeah, this is the last question. Black Ops 2 or MW3? I have to go with Black Ops 2 just because I think there's more variety with it. With MW3, I absolutely hated using any kill streak set besides Specialist. Absolutely hated it. Specialist was incredibly good, but I have to give the edge to Black Ops 2 just because there's non-lethals and there's lethals, and there's all them different lethal streaks that can really go to work. I feel like they did a good job of keeping them all at an even level. Like it seems like in most Call of Duties, like for example Black Ops 1, there's no comparison to Dogs and Chopper Gunner. You can't beat Dogs and Chopper Gunner. Like all the other streaks, like Chopper or whatever the hell they was, sucked. But I feel like they did a good job in Black Ops 2 making the other lethal streaks like Warthog and Escort Drone. They actually do pretty good work. So yeah, I picked Black Ops 2. Not only that, but Scavenger. You can scavenge C4s. I don't know. I just like the game better. I really didn't play much MW3 though. I only played it towards the end of the game, so I really wasn't as good as a pub stomper as I am in this game. So if you guys didn't know, actually, I've only been playing Ground War now for about 4 months, and that's a long time. But most of these guys that post gameplays have been playing it for like years. So I just thought I'd say that. Moab or nuclear? I don't know what way you're saying this. Like, what one do I prefer to get, or what one's harder? But I'm gonna answer as which one's harder. Actually, I'll answer both. What one do I prefer to get? Moab. Just because you actually see it. It's a kill streak you call in, and it kills everyone. That's pretty cool. Obviously, the nuclear you just get a little medal, which is cool too. But I'd rather get a Moab. So what one do I think is harder? I think harder wise is the Moab. The reason why I say that is because I know you have set rep and stuff on MW3, but you know, you can't hear people from far away, and if some guy's sniping down this alley, or you know, using an LMG target finder down this alley, even though they don't have that on MW3, you're not going to know that, and you're not going to have that awareness there. But with a nuclear, you have a V setup, and when you have the V setup, you're going to know if it's safe to go down this alley or not, and you're going to know if it's safe to go down that alley or not. So I think it's really easier. You can prevent yourself from dying a lot more than you can on MW3, but maybe that's just my opinion. I don't really know. I think a lot of people say the Moab's easier because it's 6 less kills and you got set rep, but in my opinion, if you have the V set up the whole time, nuclear is easy. So yeah, guys, that's the end of this video. That's all the questions. If you guys have any more questions, I'll just answer them in the comments below. I might do some Q&As and would you rather vlogs later in the future. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, be sure to drop me a like. This may be in 2 parts if it is. Hopefully you didn't miss the first part. I don't know how long do we got here. We're on 19 minutes. Yeah, definitely a 2-part video. So if you missed the first part, I'm going to link it down below. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, can you please leave me a like, leave me some comments, let me know what you thought I did. If you learned anything new about me, if you want to say anything about me, let me know. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later, and peace out.